So I just finished eating some French toast before I sat down to film, so if I have syrup on my face, I'm okay about it. But I've noticed that as I've gotten older, I've gotten more upset with the microwave with like frozen food because it gets soggy. It doesn't taste good. Like, I will turn the oven on, wait the time for it to heat up, then make my food because I rather have it crispy and delicious than 12-year-old Kayla just throwing it in the microwave and calling it good, because that French toast from the freezer section is amazing. Pro tip. But that's not what you're here for. You're here for a Q&A. I have some questions from our Facebook group that I'm going to answer for you right now. First question is from Jillian. She asked, what is your favorite lemonade of choice? So if you have been a long time follower of my vlogs and this channel, then you know I call alcoholic beverages lemonade. I don't know why, I would just call it lemonade. So my favorite types of like alcoholic beverages are tiki drinks. It's no secret that I love a good tiki mug, and it's because tiki drinks don't taste like alcohol. So I'm not a big like alcohol drinker, and so I want it to taste like juice and or lemonade. So any sort of tiki drink is like my go-to. I really love Jamaican bean crazies, and Sex on the Beaches are really good. So anything like fruity and Hawaiian, I'm totally there for. Pam asks, how do you write your blog posts? One at a time or several for release? So it really depends on how on top of things I am. So usually it's the 2 for the next week, the previous week. So like I would be writing next week's post right now, but I'm quite behind on content. Like I'm literally filming this video to go up today. And so I've been writing them one at a time, but I usually take photos in like a group. So I'll have all my photos for my posts and then I write them periodically. Jessica asks, what's the hardest part of putting together the Oh Hello box? That's a really good question. Honestly, it's thinking of the theme. To me is the hardest part. When I first started the box back in January, I had the first 6 months of themes figured out and I kind of stuck with them. But now we're past the 6-month mark and I'm kind of like, should I do this? Should I do that? And I keep switching my mind. But once I figure out a theme, finding products and sourcing items and like designing things is not difficult at all. I really enjoy that process. But I think picking a theme that not only I like, that you guys will like as well, proves to be a lot harder than I think I anticipated. Dawn asks, who was the first planner famous person you met? So when I met Jen Ross, I nearly lost my shit. I tried to be as cool as possible, but Jen Ross is just like, she's the sweetest human being. Her family is amazing and adorable, and I just love how genuine she is, and she really puts herself out there on social media, and I love her. She's so amazing. So meeting her was really crazy. And then Lakin, I met her 2 years ago at the Chicago Planner Conference. We actually sat next to each other in this like meeting we had for people who were doing workshops, and I kind of just was like, we're gonna be friends, and made fun of how she was eating this bagel, which is a totally mean thing to do, but she seemed to enjoy it because now we're friends. But I was like super nervous by like being next to her too, that I was just like, all right, Kayla, you're gonna do that. It's called like negging, I think, for guys when they like make fun of a pretty girl. I basically did that to Lakin, and now we're friends. So sorry, Lakin. Michelle asked, do you ever think there will come a time when you stop planning? Definitely not. I don't think I would accomplish anything if I didn't have a planner or plans, and I definitely would forget things. I have a terrible memory, so I would forget things. I would overbook myself. So even if I don't have like a planner company or I don't use like stickers or anything, I definitely will have a planner. I've had a planner since I was a wee child. I think I was like 6 or 7 was when I first started having a planner, even though I had like nothing to put into it. But 6 or 7-year-old Kayla was a busy gal. So I definitely will keep planning. It's really helpful for anxiety, and I just find that I am not really good at like journaling or like memory keeping that well. So I've been using my planner as a means to kind of encourage me to do that. So there's something that, like, if my house was on fire and all my pets and family were okay, my old planners would be what I would grab because they have all of our memories. So I definitely will be planning in some form or another until my dying day. Apollonia asks, if you could do one thing professionally that's not planner or beauty related, what would it be? So, if I could have a job that I would like guarantee to not be terrible at, I would want to be a Foley artist. They are the people that make like the sound effects for movies. I don't know why. I just feel like I would be good at it, and if I couldn't fail, I would want to do that. I don't know how much it pays. I don't know if you go to a school for like this cup makes the sound of a horse walking. I don't know anything about it, and I probably don't even know how to say it correctly, but I just always thought that would be cool. Like if you could have any random job in the entire world without fear of being bad at it, what would you pick? Like what crazy job would you, like do you want to be like a NASCAR driver? Do you want to like be the person that names products? I would love that, to be like Essie's nail polish namer. That would be awesome, but also a lot of pressure. But a Foley artist, that's what I would want to do with my time. But if we're like talking legit, like actual job, besides like silly job, I think I would want to be an educator. So maybe like college or kindergarten. I always thought that I would become a teacher. My mom has been a teacher of early childhood for years, and I have the calling, but I also have that like business hunger. So Casey asked, what is Blobby's origin story? So if you don't know, Blobby is a character that we designed for our sticker shop, and I actually am the one to design it. Most of our designs are like 80% Alex, 15% our designer Taylor, who is a really good friend of ours, and she lives in the neighborhood. We hang out all the time. She's amazing. Follow her, officially Posey Thompson, I think, or officially Posey. I will leave her Instagram below. She's fantastic. But Blobby is me, and so it was like 3 a.m. We were downstairs watching TV, or Alex was working or something, and I got this like sudden desire to have a character for our store because we hadn't had one before that. And I am not a good designer. I do not feel like I have a lot of skill. So I just kind of like made a circle, put a little indent in it, put a cute little face on it. And Alex was like, oh babe, that's cute. You did good. And he was super supportive, but I'm pretty sure he was like, that's not gonna sell. So I made a few sheets, and Blobby, it became successful. And I think it's so funny because I have no talent. And everybody loves Blobby, and I love Blobby, and Alex is over here like, but I'm a really good designer, and I just made Blobby. So he kind of just came out of nowhere, and he looks the way he looks because of my limitations as a creative person. Katie asks, how do you get clients for product photography, or do you? So I've had a few different like clients for product photography over the years. I've worked with a other stationery company. I've also done some shoots for Maybelline, and then I did the Planner Addict box for a little bit as well. So most of the time I will look for postings, like if I'm in the market for some freelance work, if I have some time or whatever, I will just look through regular job postings, or on Instagram is where I find a lot of these like creative jobs, and I apply like anybody else would and present my photography portfolio to them. The Maybelline one came through my connections through my blog and then them seeing my photos there. But more often than not, I am the one that like goes out and finds them. I do some product photography for some of Alex's promotional clients. He has a promotional business, and so once we get products, I will take like photos of the products and then send them to them so they can use them. But right now I don't have any like official clients because I've been working on the box and on something very exciting that I will be sharing with you guys in a little bit. So I haven't really done any, but I think I'll want to get back into it next year. Christina asks, have you thought about going on vacation in Germany? Yes, definitely. So Alex, my husband, it's actually our anniversary today, 3 years, really exciting. He moved to Germany when he was very, very young. German was actually his first language, but he only knows like enough to speak on like a 5-year-old's level because he moved back here. So he has a lot of friends and close family friends over there, and I would love to go and see where he grew up for a little bit and really explore Germany with him. But I'm also weirdly fascinated with Switzerland right now. I don't know why. It just like suddenly happens where I'm like, what about Switzerland? So I'm hoping that we end up somewhere in Europe over the next like 3 or 4 years. That would be really cool to pop on over there, pop on over to Europe and do a little like tour to Europe, because Alex has gone to a lot more places than I have. He hasn't been to England, but he's been to like everywhere else basically. So it'd be really cool just to travel with him, because he is the greatest travel companion. Like, I would recommend hiring Alex as your travel buddy. He is so carefree, but he's like prepared and carefree at the same time. It's amazing. So we'll have like a few things planned that we want to do, but a lot of the time it's like we're just gonna walk around and see what we stumble into, and those make the best memories. So I really enjoy traveling with him. So I think those were all of the questions we have time for. If you have any more questions for me, definitely let me know in the comments. I can always film another video for you. I really like doing Q&As. I feel like we're just hanging out at a coffee shop chatting about stuff. So I would love to hear some of your answers to these questions as well. If you like want to travel to Germany, let me know. What would you do if you could do anything and not fail at it? Let me know that too. Definitely give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe so you can see videos from me every single week. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.